you and two others. So this could be you, a twin flame, and a soulmate. This could be a polyamorous situation, third party situation. This could be you and your children. But let's have a look, please, here, Spirit, for the viewer. For the viewer's energy, what do we need to know about the viewer's energy, please? The viewer's energy, we have got the Seven of Wands. Let's have a look at person number one. What do we need to know, Spirit, about person number one? What to know, Spirit, about person number one? Okay. Oh, we've got a couple of cards out. We have the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. And person number two. What do we need to know about person number two, please? Person number two. We have got the Hanged Man. Interesting. The energies between the three suggest some sort of power struggle, maybe some secrecy, and even some contrasting energies. Let's take a deeper dive. With you showing up as the Seven of Wands, this can be suggesting that you might either be feeling very defensive or even pressured, possibly needing to fight for your stance in this particular connection, in either of these connections. And you might feel really challenged by one or both of these individuals, or you may be resisting trying to make some sort of decision. You may be feeling like you really have to defend yourself in this dynamic. Like I said earlier, this is either you trying to stand your ground against external pressures, perhaps from one or both of these people, or you feel like you are fighting for something that matters to you. This card could certainly also represent this inner resistance where you might really be pushing one of these people away and struggling to keep control over your emotions. We can see that the way that the wands are placed, they are in a very strategic position, almost creating this barrier-like defense system. What I am really noticing in this card, and I'll try and bring it closer so that you can see, is that there is this teeny tiny snail that has got through these boundaries. And can you see how hyperfixated this fox is on this snail? So potentially I am getting that there might be one particular problem that you are very fixated on at this moment. So the key questions that you could maybe be asking yourself at this point are you protecting yourself out of fear with these barriers, or are you truly standing in your power? Now, with person number one, they're showing up as the High Priestess and this Ace of Wands. And with the High Priestess, this is a very mysterious, intuitive, and possibly even secretive type of energy. It is suggesting that this person might not be fully open about their emotions. It is saying that there is a deep attraction and chemistry here with this Ace of Wands. But there might be something that is hidden or really undefined here with this High Priestess. So it does talk of highly magnetic energy between the both of you. And the both of you may be able to feel it being very palpable to this other person also, but they may not yet have spoken this to you. However, I don't necessarily think that is always going to be the case, especially as we are seeing this little bird. And can you see, let me bring this closer again to you, that in the bird's beak we have this string and a little letter on the end of it. Some sort of delivery of a message. And I'm really studying this Ace of Wands card and noticing that there is this handle on a door, and it feels like when this message has been delivered, it is going to open new doors for the both of you. It feels like this conversation is key and I do have a key on my desk today. It's not something that I always have within my readings. There also could be something very significant about the autumn as I'm looking at these horse chestnuts here and I'm looking at these autumn colored leaves. I'm also really noticing the little cup here with the moon on it goes very well with the pottery I have on our desk today. So the key question to this particular dynamic might be, is this connection really built on mystery and excitement, or is it being held back by secrecy and maybe even uncertainty? Person number 2 is showing up as the Hanged Man, someone who is completely passive, waiting, or this is someone who has surrendered to a particular situation. It could be suggesting that they are in this state of limbo, possibly reflecting. It could be talking again about self-sacrifice or even feeling stuck within a particular connection. I'm really noticing how we have both the dragon and we have the squirrel here. And this could be saying that they are seeing things from a new perspective, but not taking action. Maybe they are waiting on you making some sort of decision. If we look at the body language of the dragon here, and then we see these little raindrops in the background, it does carry a rather sad energy. They might be feeling a little bit deflated, and here with this 7 of Wands energy, maybe you've put a little bit of distance between yourself and this person here. Let's pull one more card for each. So for your energy, we have the 2 of Wands. Person number 1, we have the Ace of Cups. How interesting, 2 aces. And person number 2, we have the 7 of Cups. It certainly feels a lot more hopeful than the darker colors that we see here on the Hanged Man. Okay, let us have a look at yours here with the 2 of Wands. You may be very much focused on what you are desiring for the future. We had talked about decision making here with person number 2, and it is showing up again within this card. It is often a card that speaks of should I, shouldn't I, do I, don't I. And we can see this little crystal ball at the feet of the fox, really suggesting that you do have a vision for the future, something that you feel inside of you. Now, person number 1 here, I had talked about a conversation that might unlock doors, and with this coming out as the Ace of Cups, it is talking about the dynamic being able to deepen significantly. It is suggesting that person number 1 is now offering emotional availability, maybe a new beginning in matters of the heart, while previously with this High Priestess and Ace of Wands, it suggested a connection that was really intense and passionate, but mysterious and maybe even withheld. This Ace of Cups now brings a genuine emotional depth, love, and a possibility of a new emotional chapter. This person number 2, I really feel, like I said earlier, is waiting on your decision. And they may be playing out different scenarios in their head and really trying to anticipate what will happen based on your choice. Going back to what we had seen earlier with this 7 of Wands, really defensive and protecting your energy, you may be feeling this pressure from person number 2 to make a decision while they remain passive. Due to time limitations, I have to keep the reading there. But as I always say, this is a collective reading, and therefore it is certainly not going to resonate with everyone. If you would like your own private reading, then there is a link within my bio. This is how you find it. You click on my bio and it will take you to all of my offerings. You will see my readings are listed here. Every deck that I've used is also listed, and for those who have ever been curious about beginners or intermediate tarot, there is also online classes available there at a special rate of $44.